Yeah, it's just
Okay. Okay, fine. So, what is the last class? It's a Python functions, right?
yes, Anja.
Now, okay, Python functions is also completed and Python exception handling is also completed, right?
Yes,
Okay. Now, we would like to talk about the new topic, which is the modules and packages. Next, file handling and OOPS concepts and regular expressions. Three major topics are left. If today if I completed the modules and packages, then file handling is the one concept, and OOPS concept is one concept, and regular expression is the one concept. Okay, there are the three major topics are left. I will try to finish it today, modules and packages, so that tomorrow I can try to finish it regular expressions. So on Monday, and I can try to complete the file handling. And file handling, it will take at least 2 days, 2 hours or else 1 hour. But OOPS concepts, make sure that it will take 2 hours. Okay. So I can try to finish it by next week. I can try to finish the Python programming language by next week. Amir, you don't worry. This Python training, if I started any new batch, I can let you know. But our main goal is that you have to be get more information into AI and data science, right? So don't worry about it. Okay. Okay. So let's go to your folder and create the new folder. And the folder name is modules and packages. So why I'm creating the separate folder? So sometimes you have to go for creating your own Python file. That's what the reason. Okay. Okay. So pretty cool. Now let's create the Jupyter file. So give the name is module and packages. Okay. See, my first question is, what is module? So module is nothing but it's a Python file. Nothing. Python file, you can call it a module. So the extension of Python file, which is the .py. If any file, the extension is .py, that we are calling it the Python file, then the Python file we can call it a module. Okay. But what could be there inside of the module? The module, which is a collection of function definitions. It just having only collection of function definitions. So why it is required? Only function definition. The Python file with just consisting only function definitions. Only function definitions it might be consistent. Then we can call it say module. And what is the use of this module? So when we have a module, so then we can reuse the code. So for example, if you want to reuse the same, same functions, if you want to use this, if you want to use that, these functions in different projects, you don't need to build again those functions. Once if we creating that module, we can use in any project, not only the current project, you can use any project, reuse the code, and we can reduce the code, we can reuse the code, and we can reduce the code size, and it could be very simple and easy to implement, and so that we can models are very important in a real time. Okay. Okay, pretty cool. So Coming to that, a package is nothing but it's a collection of it's a folder. Package is nothing but it's a folder. Okay, but the folder which is collecting some kind of modules, collection of multiple modules, that we are calling it's a package. Okay, so here module in the sense it's a single Python file that we are calling it's a module, but basically the module which consisting the only function definitions, and we can reuse the code once. If you build the module, then we can reuse the code. And so for example, you're working with one project, okay, and you build one module, so you can use that in that particular project. So you got one more project, so within the same company. So second project also might be some of the features, some of the functionalities could be used in your previous project. So instead of developing again the code, okay, we can use the module in other projects as well. Clear? Are you guys are following my points or not?
Yes, yes, Sanjay.
So in real time, so without modules and packages, we can't even build a single project. So that's the importance of module and packages, and moreover, it's the simplest concept. And so here, if you want to use these modules and packages, here we have a keyword is import keyword, and import followed by the module name, or else import followed by the package name. Okay, so with help of the import keyword, we can import the any module, and we can import the any package. Clear? So I already told you, right? For example, if I'm working with, for example, module, for example, I'm working with a module. So the module which might having the multiple function definitions. For example, I have the function 1, I have the function 2, and I have the function 3. Okay, and from this particular module, and this module, for example, there could be one particular module, and the module it might having the multiple function definitions. So I want to go for using the any one of the function. I want to use one or two functions as per your requirement. Okay, then we can use the keyword is from module name. Instead of importing this all functions into your program, so you can import only some specific function from module name. So whatever the function or whatever the sub module or sub function, if you want to import, we can import it. So this is the way you can import the function and function 2. Okay, so or else function 3, you don't need to import the function 2 actually. So it's up to your choice. No, I want to import everything, then we can use the keyword is and star. Okay, module name, from module name import star. When I'm using the star, whatever we have inside of the model, that everything we can import with this names only. Okay, sir, what is the difference between importing the module name, and so what is the difference between the importing functions, sub functions inside of the model? See, when you're importing the model, and so if you want to use this particular function definition, make sure that we have to use the prefix is the module name and a dot and followed by the function name. But when you're importing with help of the from keyword, we can directly use those functionalities. I can explain you these things, but practically don't worry about it. Okay, again we can look these keywords, and so that you can easily understand it. That's not a big problem. But here you have to understand, here it is the models and packages. There could be different kind of models and packages are there. So types of models and packages, can you tell me what are the types of models and packages we have it? Types of models and packages. There could be three type of models and packages are there. The first one is the predefined. Second one is semi-predefined. Third one is programmer defined. Are you getting my points, Madhu?
Yes, Sanjay.
So basically, in a real time, there could be three type of modules and packages are there. It could be predefined, it could be semi-predefined, it could be programmer defined. But the module it could be anything, but the way of using it could be with help of the import keyword only. Import, and you can give the predefined module. Import, we can give the semi-predefined. Import, we can give the programmer defined module. Okay, even packages also same thing.
Okay.
Import only. And here from
Mm-hmm.
keyboard is the additional thing, so we can access the directly that function instead of importing the entire module. Okay, instead of importing the
Okay.
entire module, we can import only specific functionalities. That also we can do practically, but here I'm just explaining that there could be three type of modules and packages are there. So predefined, semi predefined, and programmer defined. Predefined means no, the modules are already existed. Srija, your marketing is going on or not?
Uh, it is going on.
Okay, so who is your recruiter?
Lisa.
Okay, okay, fine.
Yeah.
So, so predefined model means this model which is already existed, this model which is already existed in Python. Okay, so here predefined model means the models which are already existed inside of the Python software. So coming to this particular semi-predefined in the sense, actually these are available in internet. Okay, so download from internet and install into and install and then add to the path and add to the Python code, so that we can use the semi predefined as a predefined, so that we can use same like predefined. So actually one thing you can try to understand, this semi predefined which is not exactly available in your Python source code. Okay, the semi predefined models are not available in your Python source code. So what you should do, you have to, which are the things which are the things already implemented by someone, and the source code which is available in internet. And as a programmer, you have to know that what is the importance of that one, and based upon your requirement, so the corresponding semi predefined model you have to be installed into your Python source code, so that we can use that semi predefined same like a predefined. So that's the reason we are calling it say semi predefined. Here you're not implementing any module, and you're just installing and using. But coming to the predefined, you don't need to install anything, directly we can start using it. Coming to the programmer defined module, so here you have to create yourself, then use like a predefined. Clear, right? create Create yourself, then use like a predefined. Any questions till now?
No, okay. Engine defined means by itself, it will be available in the
How to
Python
create,
once it is installed.
you have to create the Python file and you have to create some functions inside of it, then you can.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. That I can do. I can create ourselves and we can do it. That's not a big issue. Okay. And it's a very simple thing to creating yourself this free programmer defined models. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So let's
Okay.
talk some kind of predefined models. Math is the one model. Math, CMath, OS, okay, RG, and so multi-threading. So like we have so many models and packages are there. Okay. So what you can do, for example, I would like to do some kind of mathematical operations. See, if you import and give the space and tab space, then it will listing that all the predefined models. These are all predefined models. So you don't need to install these all things which are already available in your Python source code. Clear? So this SQLite 3, SQL Almaking, and so
Mm.
these are the things you can connect with the databases. Spider and Spinix, Snappy, Scikit-learn. So this is machine learning library, and Seaborn is also it's a visualization library. Scrappy for boot. For example, if you have web scraping, right? Like if you want to access the or if you want to extract the data from the website, then we can use the Scrappy. Zypy is the scientific Python. Okay.
Okay, got it.
Is my machine is locked? Machine is locked.
No, I think.
Okay. Okay. So let's try. I would like to do that import math.
Okay.
So the math after importing is done. Okay, you can run this one. So math module is imported successfully. So I want to check what are the functionalities are available inside of the math. Then simply we can go ahead with the dir of math, which is listing the all the functionalities inside of the math. So that means we can use remainder, sin h, square root, log 10, and factorial, and these are all functionalities you can use it. Okay. So how should I use these models? I would like to show you. So first thing is that we have to import the math. So after import is done, I want to go for using the factorial. Simply math dot factorial. Math dot factorial. So once if we're importing the math and math dot factorial and we can provide the number, and if we're executing this one, you will get an 120. Did you implemented any factorial logic here?
No.
So here what happens, you don't need to implement the logic which already implemented inside of the math
Correct.
module.
Yeah.
Okay. You already implemented the sorry, someone is already implemented in the math model, and we are going to be using that service. This is function. Okay, this is API calling. You can call it the API calling or function calling and something like this. And for example, once importing is done, I would like to go for using the square root. So math dot square root. So if I'm giving the square root of something, if I'm giving this square root of 16, so what is the square root of 16? It could be the 4, right? But which is showing
Correct.
only 4.4, it's not showing 120. The reason is that you're not printing that result. So that should go for print the result. So here also you have to go for print the result of both things. Then you can able to go for accessing the result of these two things. Like clear. So this is the way those functions, like here we have a square root, radians, and power function, sine function, and radians. I want to know that what is the value of math pi value. What is the value of math pi value? It's a 3.14 something like, right? Yes or no?
Correct.
So we will be go
Yes.
for getting this one. And I would like to go for find the sine math dot sine. Okay, 90 means pi by 2 only, right? So that I can give that math dot py by 2. Okay, you will be getting the 1.0 sine pi by 2. Sine pi by 2 in the sense sine 90 degrees, right?
Yeah.
Pi by 2 means what? Did you remember your trigonometry? I don't want to teach you trigonometry. It's a huge subject. No, it will take in a 1 year of course. Okay, so you don't need to learn that all type of trigonometry here, but at least so the pi we can represent it with this one only, right? So in trigonometry, pi by 2 means it's a 90 degrees. Pi means it's a 180 degrees. Yes or no?
Yes.
So it's a 0 and okay. And here it is a 90. Here it is a 120 and
180.
1 plus 270 and then 360, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
0, 90, 180, 270, 360. Yeah.
Again, yes. You can say that it's a 0, 90, 180, 270 and 360. Yes or no? So the degrees, pi by 2 in the sense it's a 90 degrees. Okay, sine 90, it could be the 1. So this is the way you can do some kind of trigonometrical operations as well. You don't need to implement your own logic. someone is already created and we can reuse it. So you just imagine, if you want to use the factorial, at least we have to define your own logic with 10 lines, right? And for creating the square root function, at least we have to write at least 2 lines of code, right? Now for calculating the pi value, it's also at least 2 lines, right? Sin 90, at least it will take at least 5 to 6 lines, right? See, you're reducing the code size or not? You don't need to create these functionalities. We are just go for using it. That's it. Now, instead of importing math, I can import only factorial, square root, and pi sign. And instead of importing this all functionalities, so simply I can use the from keyword, from math import. You can give that factorial, okay, and the square root and pi and sign, okay. Then you can remove these things. You don't need to use math dot something something like this. We can directly use it. This is a small difference between the previous one and this program. Now you don't need to use the functionalities, and module name, you don't need to use the suffix. You can directly use the factorial, square root. You will be getting the same result, right? Previous one and this one is the same result, but you're just changing the small information. Key, just the first line you're changing. Now here you're importing entire module. So if you want to use that internal services, then the module name and followed by the services names. But if you're importing only services from that particular module with help of this kind of syntax, then we can directly use those services names only. You don't need to prefix. You don't need to use any kind of prefix name, something like module names. Clear? And
Yes.
and I want to import everything, like here you're not imported the radian. I would like to go for using the radian function. The radian is the spelling is correct, radians, right? Radians, yes. So here radians are not implemented, so radian of 180, you will be getting something, so you're getting the name error, okay. So this radians which is not imported, but actually which is available in a math module, but you're not imported, so that we are getting the name error. But see, same thing, control C. If I do that star, all functionalities you're importing, so that you're getting the sine radians of 180. It could be pi value, okay. So this is the operations we can perform with help of with help of this keywords, this syntax. Any questions? See, same import and from these things every day we are going to be using it.
Okay.
Okay. So now I would like to go for the semi-free define. How semi-free define will do that? So if it is the Jupyter file, then we can use this is the command. This command indicating that the statement which is executing on your operating system. Just 1 second, guys. Hello. Example, I would like to go for install the semi-free define model. simply what I can do, this character indicating that you're executing the statement on your operating system. Pip install mat matplotlib. Okay, so this is the matplotlib, which is not implemented inside of the Python, which is someone is implemented, and the source code which is available in internet. And I would like to go for how we can install the matplotlib. Just you can Google it, how to install package, matplotlib package, matplotlib package in Python. You can just click on this one. It is navigating to your own source code. See, Python -m pip install -u, right? So conda install matplotlib. Like if you're, we can open the conda prompt console. Or we can use the terminal. In a terminal, new terminal. Okay, so here conda install matplotlib. If you are running this command on your shell, which is executing on your operating system. Okay, this is the one step, this is one process. Second process is that if you are using the Jupyter notebook, then on Jupyter notebook you can execute this statement. Even this one also do the same thing. See, even this one also doing the same thing, right? Which is install or not. See, here also you'll be getting the same thing, solving the environmental issue, and which is start downloading, installing, and so everything could be done in a same thing. Clear? See, this is the one step, one process. You can directly executing this command on your shell, and no, or else we can execute on our operating system. So once if you're installing the operating system, once if you're installing the matplotlib on your operating system, so import matplotlib. Okay, then I just wanna look that what could be there inside of it. Is it something like predefined module or not now? So you can
Yes,
be aware of matplotlib. So many things are there inside of it. We have the pyplot is there. So pyplot will do that for doing some kind of visualization. For visualization I can come to you now coming sessions, you don't worry about. Just I'm showing that we have different kind of models and packages are there, and we can use that as per our requirement. For example, um, yeah, okay. So mat, so this is the big name, right? You can pyple, so you can import as plt. Okay, this is also, it's a good thing. Okay, matplotlib.pyplt as import. We are importing only pyplt from the matplotlib. So this pyplt which is there inside of it, you can look somewhere else which is hanging. It can help you to do some kind of visualization things. Okay, so import from matplotlib, import pyplot as plt also. Same thing we can write in different formats. That's not a big issue. Okay, plt. So these are the functionalities we have. It scatter plot. So, and here we have some data, something like 1 2 3 4 and 4 5 6 8. Okay, and plot show. See, which is showing or not? For 1, the value of y is 4. For 2, the value of y is 5. Okay, for 3, the value of y is 6. So that it's a 6. This is the way we can do some kind of visualization. This is the matplotlib previously which is not there, but you are installed in your Python, in your Jupyter notebook, or else in our operating system. We can use same like your normal Python, normal library. Okay, clear? And meanwhile, you can create your own module. For example, I want to create one new module. I already told you module means it's a Python file. So I'm just giving the name is sample.py. Okay, so inside of the sample.py, I'm creating some kind of functions. So function 1, this is one function. So this is the way you can create some multiple functions. Okay, so next one is I'm creating one more function, function 2. So like this we can write anything. That's just for understanding purpose I'm writing these things. Okay, and so copy and paste, and here I created the 3 functions, 1 2 3 4. Likewise we can create any functions as you like it. You already know that how we can create the functions and other stuff, right? Save this one and go to your, so this is the file which is available in the same location. The sample.py file and this working file, both it could be in the same location. See, before importing, now what I can do, I can import different name. I can import different name. Import sample1, but sample1 which is not there, right? So you're getting this kind of error. But sample module is there. So I want to check that what could be there inside of it. Simply we can go ahead with the dir of sample. This is same like, so function 1, function 2, function 3, function 4. These are I implemented, but rest of the things which are built-in things. Now I would like to go for using the function 1 from the sample. Simply import sample. Okay, I would like to call the function 1 and function 4. So function 1, and I would like to call the function 4. This is the way you can call whatever you wanted. Okay, but I would like to call only directly function 1 and function 2, so that what I can do, from sample import function 1 and function 3 I imported. Simply what I do, you can remove this one and we can give you the function 1. I can remove this one, I can give the function 3. This is the way you can able to go for use it. Okay, or else you can import the star. If you're importing the star, whatever inside of the sample can be installed directly. Clear? See, this is the thing which is user defined model. User defined model. Okay, and this is the thing is the semi predefined. Okay, but this is the thing which is a predefined. Any question? All are same, right? Even predefined, even semi predefined, even user defined, the way of using is different, but initial thing is the way of using is same, but the implementation is little different. Okay, predefined you don't need to implement, semi predefined you have to install, user defined you have to implement. That's the only difference. Other than everything is could be same. Any questions? Okay, so that's for today's session, guys. Hopefully you got this information, and upcoming session we will see lot of predefined functions as well as lot of semi predefined functions. Okay, that's not a big issue, and just to go on practice today's session, and I hope you love the session, and thank you so much. We'll meet by tomorrow. Bye.
Sure, Ranjan. Thank you. Thank you all.